Good morning, everybody. I'm on Dread Official. No hair combing. You know, we protesting the world and the COVID and everything else right now, and the bad glare in the back of my car and whatnot. You know, unappreciative. So we're protesting by not combing our hair. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day today. I just wanted to speak on some things that were coming to my mind recently. The WAP song. I almost said it as if YouTube isn't censoring people now. The WAP song, Cardi and Megan Thee Stallion. You know, not Redman's What The album, but Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, man, they're in the tradition of Too Short, and they're in a tradition of women who you don't want to be the mothers of your children, but you want to sleep with and mess with. You know, it's an interesting dichotomy. It's kind of our fault as men because we want women to be whores with us, but we want the idealized version of the woman to be our girlfriend. Like, we want to be a whore with us, but we want them to not want sex with no one else. We want them to not be freaky unless it's with us. We don't want them to talk like they like sex. You know, that's been going on for a very long time, where we can say whatever we want about sex and talk as raunchy as we want to, and all of our conquests make us better men as far as you're a more real man and the more virile man, the more women that you've slept with, and you can brag about it. But women, if they do the same thing, they're condemned as whores and they're looked down on, and it creates a visceral reaction in men. Here's the 800-pound gorilla in the room that no one talks about. Men are often very fearful of women's sexuality. They're afraid of it. The only way that men feel comfortable, certain men, is if they can control women's sexuality or have an idea of women as not as sexual as men. If men really understood, they may start to now, because now all the barriers are broken down and women don't care no more. They let you know how freaky they are. But if men really truly knew how women really are just like them and will sleep with their friend and sleep with anybody else and not care, and you know, will come to you smiling and they love you and then go slob down somebody in the next room. Like, women are just as capable of that as men are. Men can't take that idea, so society has pushed that women are different from men and they can control it, and these type of stereotypes which make us call women who don't do that whores. But that's not real. That was just done to protect men's ego, because most men can't take the idea that a woman will want to sleep with you, maybe have an orgasm or pretend to, and then go sleep with the next guy, or be living with you and want to have sex with another guy, like just like us. So back to WAP. That's the life a lot of people are living now. You can go on Instagram right now and pay a few, not even $100 or whatever, and plenty of college-age girls will do whatever sexual thing you like. That's the new Backpage. You know what I'm saying? That's life today. It's a rough time now. You know, me and my friend joke all the time. It's become like the 70s again, where the economics was so poor that the girls would hit the street and make money that way. I just say, you know, it's a virtual version now, but be careful. But it's a consumer society. It's a money society. It's always been that way, but now it's even more so. You know, the moral prohibition against stripping and promiscuousness in women is gone. And, you know, their white counterparts champion that, because that's probably a part of, not probably, that's been a facet of feminism for a while, to let your freak flag fly and forget about morals, and as long as you're feeling free in your sexuality, it's the right thing to do. Forget the kids, forget role models. That stuff doesn't matter. I'm not a woman, obviously. So if that's liberating to you, that's fine. If you think it's okay for your daughter to be like that, I mean, that's fine too. Why? They're not my kids, not my grandkids, not my relatives. I'm going to still teach the women in my life, like, morality, but, you know, my morality and someone else's morality isn't the same. And that can be okay too. I mean, listen, if you're a decent person, but you're just promiscuous, it is what it is. I don't think I really don't think people are thinking, though. I think people are being selfish, to be honest. Because if Cardi B want Culture to grow up to be a stripper, that's weird. She really wants that. Like, even if you think it's okay for you, do you want that for your kids? Like, most drug dealers don't want their kids to grow up to be drug dealers. Why would a promiscuous woman who's open about just sleeping with a lot of people, why would she want her daughter to be like that? Like, why would you want to promote it? I mean, to the younger generation. That's the only question I have. You call it liberation, And it might be liberating for you, but for the kids, I don't think it's liberating. I don't think that's something that they're supposed to be striving for. They're supposed to have a sense of self where sex isn't everything. They're supposed to have a sense of self where their self-esteem is based on how they think about life and how they think, period, their level of education, how they carry themselves as people outside of sexual things. That's what you would figure they would want for their daughters, but I don't really know. And to be honest, hey, man, I ain't their parent again, so whatever. But, yeah, man, WAP is just another in a long line of sexual songs by rappers. This one just happens to come from a couple of women. And, you know, man, listen, they not saying, listen, man, to me, it's just, they took some strippers and they put music behind them. I mean, you know what it is. This is what people talk about today, so it is what it is, man. You know, whatever. God bless them, man. Peace.